In the whimsical realm of Beetlejuice, the dearly departed couple, Barbara and Adam Maitland, find their cozy afterlife disrupted by the intrusive Dietz family. Struggling to cope with the living occupants of their once quiet abode, the Maitlands resort to the mischievous antics of Beetlejuice, a bioexorcist with a fashion sense as flamboyant as his supernatural abilities. Beetlejuice is not your average ghost. He's more of a ghostbuster with a flair for chaos, turning the concept of haunting into a riotous symphony of eccentricity. Picture a spectral dance-off and a dinner party with more twists than a pretzel factory on roller skates. Amidst the pandemonium, Lydia Dietz, the angsty goth daughter of the living Dietz clan, strikes up an unexpected alliance with the Maitlands. Together, this peculiar trio attempts to wrangle the unpredictable Beetlejuice, whose capricious nature is as tricky to control as a greased pig at a carnival. As they navigate the unpredictable terrain of the Netherworld, encountering bureaucratic hurdles and the ominous presence of sandworms, the gang faces challenges that make navigating the afterlife feel like trying to juggle flaming bowling pins while riding a unicycle. In a climactic showdown that's more surreal than a Salvador Dali painting, Beetlejuice's wild antics are finally brought to heel. The Maitlands and Lydia emerge victorious, discovering a harmonious coexistence between the living and the departed. Beetlejuice is a side-splitting escapade that proves the afterlife is a cosmic carnival, where the unexpected is not just welcomed, but celebrated with confetti cannons and ghostly jazz hands. Welcome, fellow mortals and mischief makers, to the ghostly gala, where we unravel the spectral secrets of the iconic Beetlejuice. Prepare to be spooked, tickled, and utterly amazed as we dig into the catacombs of 10 spooktacular things that even the most die-hard fans might have missed. And let me tell you, it's a wilder ride than hitchhiking through the Netherworld with the ghost with the most. Remember that jaw-dropping dinner scene where the Dietz family gets down to the banana boat song? Well, those smooth moves weren't exactly choreographed. The cast spontaneously broke into dance during filming, turning what was supposed to be a serious scene into a ghoulishly groovy affair. Bet you didn't see that coming, huh? Ever wonder how Beetlejuice pulled off his hitchhiking trick? Turns out it's not just supernatural sleight of hand. Michael Keaton, the man behind the mischievous ghost, actually had a hidden rig under his jacket, allowing him to defy the laws of spectral physics and stretch his limbs to epic proportions. Talk about a stretch goal. Those menacing sandworms lurking in the Netherworld weren't CGI magic. They were colossal puppets, operated by a team of puppeteers. It's like the Muppets went to the dark side. The crew nicknamed the monstrous marionettes Harry and the Misses. Because nothing says nightmare fuel like a sandworm named Harry, right? Believe it or not, Michael Keaton's first impression of the Beetlejuice script wasn't exactly love at first fright. Initially hesitant, he eventually signed on after connecting with the script's quirky and darkly comedic elements. Thank the ghostly stars he did, or we'd be stuck with a Beetlejuice who might have been more Casper than chaos. Beetlejuice's outlandish makeup and disheveled hair weren't just happy accidents. In fact, Michael Keaton had a significant hand in creating his character's distinctive look. He wanted Beetlejuice to appear as if he had applied his makeup in the dark, and boy did he nail the "I woke up like this" aesthetic with a touch of supernatural flair. The infectious banana boat song dinner scene wasn't the only Harry Belafonte tune considered for that amusing and entertaining moment. In an alternate reality, Jump in the Line could have been the haunting harmony accompanying Beetlejuice's shenanigans during that dinner scene. Just imagine, a world where the Netherworld gets down with a different Belafonte beat. Despite its cult following and enduring popularity, Beetlejuice surprisingly didn't snag a single Saturn Award nomination in 1989. It seems even the afterlife has its fair share of award show snubs. Maybe the Saturn Awards committee was in dire need of a dose of Beetlejuice's charm. Decades may have crawled by like a slug in slow motion, but guess what, my fellow weirdos? The ghost with the most is dusting off his stripy suit, because Beetlejuice 2 is crawling its way out of the afterlife abyss. Back in '88, it was a horror comedy roller coaster that gave Winona Ryder and Michael Keaton roles to die for, literally, in Beetlejuice's case. Now, fast forward through an animated series, video games, and even a Broadway musical, because we're not just talking about a one-hit wonder here. In 2011, Seth Grahame-Smith took a stab at scripting the sequel, but it's been trapped in development purgatory ever since. Tim Burton teased us in 2016, saying he'd direct Beetlejuice 2 under the right circumstances. Well, Tim, the stars have aligned, the planets have danced, and it seems the circumstances are just right for some more ghostly goofiness. But wait, there's more. In a twist more surprising than a ghost doing stand-up, Mike Vukadinovich joined the party in 2017, giving the script a facelift. And guess who's throwing a celestial shindig as the sequel's bigwig? None other than Brad Pitt's company, Plan B Entertainment. It's like the Afterlife's most exclusive VIP event, and we're all on the guest list. And the cherry on top of this otherworldly sundae? Keaton and Ryder are back, ready to reprise their roles as Beetlejuice and Lydia. Can you believe it? After all these years, the waiting is over, and the sequel we've been haunting Tim Burton about is finally happening. So, grab your handbook for the recently deceased, dust off your sandworm wrangling skills, and get ready for a ride wilder than a haunted roller coaster. Because Beetlejuice is back, baby. Lydia Dietz, the queen of all things goth, has an eerie affinity for her surroundings. Keep an eye out for the plant in her bedroom. It's not your average houseplant. The carnivorous flora, known as a Nepenthes ampullaria, feasts on insects, a fitting companion for a girl with a penchant for all things dark and mysterious. Brace yourselves for the grand finale, the most mind-bending factoid of them all. Tim Burton initially envisioned Beetlejuice as a much darker and more grotesque film, with the title character being a winged demon who transformed into a small Middle Eastern man. Imagine Beetlejuice as a flying fiend. That's a head-spinning twist we're glad got exorcised from the final cut. And there you have it. You extraordinary enthusiasts of the eerie and enchanting 10 tantalizing tidbits from the fantastical universe of Beetlejuice. As we bid farewell to this supernatural soiree, let the spirit of Beetlejuice linger in your laughter and the whimsy of the afterlife guide your every step. Whether you're tiptoeing through the twilight or navigating the mundane maze of the living, remember, a good chuckle is the potion that banishes the blues. Now, my fellow otherworldly wanderers, before you embark on your next unearthly escapade, don't forget to show that thumbs up button some love, as if it owed you rent, and subscribe quicker than you can say Beetlejuice. Join our spectral sanctuary, where laughter flows like ectoplasm, and the peculiarities of life are celebrated with gusto. After all, you wouldn't want to miss out on the next revelation from the peculiar cosmos of Beetlejuice, would you? Stay peculiar, stay haunting, and may your days be filled with more mischief than a poltergeist at a prank convention. Until our paths cross again, this is your guide to the extraordinary, signing off. And remember, it's showtime.